Before the flags, before the maps, before the name, South Africa, was ever spoken, there was a Cape of Storms. A sacred edge of the world where the ocean thundered against the cliffs, and the wind whispered in ancient tongues. The people who lived here, the Khoisan and the San, called this land home. Their herds moved across golden plains, their stories painted on stone. They had no kings of Europe, no cities of marble, but they had time, memory, and balance with the earth. Then one morning, the horizon changed. Great wooden ships appeared, sails like white wings, carrying men from far away. They came not as visitors, but as founders of empire. It was 1652 when Jan van Riebeeck and the Dutch East India Company landed at the Cape of Good Hope. They built a small station, to trade, to rest, but trade soon turned to conquest. The Khoisan traded cattle for iron. But soon the Dutch demanded land. And when words failed, muskets spoke. The Dutch brought enslaved people from Mozambique, India, Madagascar, and Indonesia, a mix of tongues and fates that would later become known as the Cape Malays. Slowly, fences rose, and freedom shrank. The Khoisan were pushed from the fertile lands they had walked for thousands of years. Then came the British, red coats and blue eyes, claiming the Cape in 1795. The Dutch settlers, now called Boers or Afrikaners, rebelled, and when they lost, they fled inland on the Great Trek, building wagons like moving fortresses. There, they clashed with mighty African kingdoms, the Zulu, the Xhosa, and the Xhosa. The land burned with battle and belief. Every inch of soil became history written in blood. By the time the dust settled, the southern tip of Africa was no longer ruled by the ancestors, it was ruled by companies, crowns, and rifles. But the spirit of the first people, the Khoisan, the Zulu, the Xhosa, still lived beneath the soil, in songs, and in silence. This was not the end. It was the beginning of a long journey, the struggle for freedom that would echo through centuries, from the Cape to Sharpeville, to Soweto, to Mandela's triumph. For even when the ships came, the land never forgot its children.